Hello everybody, welcome back to Wernolau Farm. I have popped up from the store. We was down there, we picked up our animal trailer, but I did come up here and do some tidying up. But what I have forgotten is I need to get the pallets in the shed because they are getting absolutely soaked. So just trying to find the telehandler. I put everything away, and you know what I'm like. So we're going to get those put away, and then we'll head back down, get our animal transport trailer, and get some new beef cattle. There we are. I did have to bring back our flatbed trailer there from the store. They had run out of space. They're storing our animal transport trailer for us, which is really nice, but they needed the space in the other bay to do work on other people's machines. So fair enough, I got myself down there promptly and got those picked up. So we get these pallets moved quickly. As I say, are getting soaked. We know what a wet lettuce is, but we don't want wet chilies. Yeah, it's quite a big day really. I've got some plans today, and it's all going to be pretty much involved, well, apart from getting the beef cattle down at the sheep pasture. I have popped down there and had a look, and I'd like to make some changes down there. I really feel that can be working much better for us. There might be some construction, some demolition. I don't really want to do demolition because I don't like changing the map from how it is, but I'm going to make it work for you, and that's what we're going to do. We all know that I'm not a fan of the sheep enclosure, or pen should I say. Just try not to squash these lettuce. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, and I think it's going to go today, but bigger and better things will replace it. But we'll talk about that when we get down there. Save the surprise. For the meantime, I'm just looking forward to getting purchasing the beef cattle. We can start utilising the other barn then. We might have to think about setting up another manure heap. I don't think it has its own one. And a straw blower might be, well, it really should be something we purchase today. Whereas one of our cow barns we can use the TMR mixer to spread straw bedding. We can't do that with the cow barn opposite that. Right, well, let's tell you what, we can just back the Merlot in here. It's probably best left down here. We must make sure we make some TMR either this episode or next. We can't skip until we do that because they are running rather low. Okay, so let's go and grab what will we need. We'll probably take the Massey. We've got a pull cattle, so they're going to be quite heavy. I don't know really what age to buy them at. I think, given how far we are into this game, I'm probably going to, maybe I'll buy a middle age. We'll see what the prices are like, because we need to save some money for other things I've got planned today. Yeah, I've had a good tidy up. Things have been cleaned. Do need to put some fuel in the Massey. I'm sure I've done fueled up the John Deere. Well, the manure heap's looking quite full there. It's filling up slowly but nicely. Oh, good news. The contract that I believe failed with Noah. What was that? It was a drilling contract. Well, after I left you last time, I game saved, came out, you know, done my thumbnail and editing and whatnot, all the other bits and pieces you need to do in life. And then I came back in to do my tidying up, and I went to put the, oh careful with the crops, went to put the government subsidy sign up, and so I thought, oh, I better check how much owes us, and he had paid. It had completed. I haven't looked back at the episode. It was the episode before last that we done that contract, or the work I did. Yeah, I haven't looked back at it, but I'm sure it hadn't completed. Maybe it just needed me to come out of the game and come back into the game for it to work. So that's really good. That saved me a lot of bother, faffing around with adding money and removing money and all that nonsense. So I was very happy with that. So I'm feeling a little bit more positive about contracts again. Let's get that indicator off. Yeah, let's go and grab our trailer. We might have to take the trailer, our new animal transport trailer, down to the sheep pasture today, for the plans I've got, and also take the herdsman's stick, because I suppose it seems a waste of time me buying the animal transport trailer, being that we have the herdsman's stick. But really I wanted for realism, the herdsman's stick for around the farm or around the pastures, to move cattle between barns and pastures, or just livestock in general. And then the transport for the herdsman stick, with the transport trailer, obviously I don't want to be moving them down the road with this. I tell you what I'm going to do here. I've just been bitten too many times pulling out of here with anything too long. And our silage bales will be ready for sale over there at some point. Although maybe we should keep them, given that we're adding more cattle today. I'm not sure how many we'll get, but it'll be more than 2. I don't know why I bought 2 of those calves before. Right, okay, I will see you over at the animal dealers, and I'll see you there. Okay, I think this is it. It was actually quite easy to find. First visit here, very exciting. I'm glad we didn't buy the bigger transport trailer. I know we might have to do more trips, but judging how tight this is, I hope I'm in the right place. Let's just go into settings. Everything's on. Yeah, so this looks like it. Right, well, let's get that turned off, and we're going to have a word, see if we can speak to anyone. Silage pit here. This just looks like a farm. Oh, let's we back onto here. Is there any animals in here? Anything for sale? Okay, or maybe they do a speedy delivery service. Let's back in here. Let's see what we can buy. Let's try and get in the right way of the tractor here. Get a beacons on. Yeah, I'm 100% happy I went with this trailer. It's been a while since I've done this. Hopefully I'm doing this correctly. Excellent, right, so I think we're just going to go with, we've got some Limousin Angus, so we need to hold some money back for the plans down at the sheep pasture, so I don't want to go too crazy. Now they do take a while to get up to speed with age. Oh, but it would make so much more sense to get them from the youngest age. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, let's buy them and just see how many of these little guys we can add. Or was it only 6 to the trailer? It looks that way. Let's just check on the trailer. Yeah, it is 6 pieces. Okay, well, if we take these, yes, they look healthy. Fast asleep. I shouldn't beat my horn, I'm going to wake them up. We'll take these and then we'll do another trip and we'll grab another load of those. Just gently out of here. I think first what we'll do, we'll go back, we'll make some TMR for the Holstein barn. We'll get them fed up, even if it's just one mix. And then I think we need to go and buy a straw blower is what we need to do. Whatever's left in the bank, we'll go and see if we can at least start my project down at the sheep pasture. And I need to slow down or I'm going to have cows on the bulkhead. Yeah, we'll go to the sheep pasture, do what I want to do there, and then whatever we've got left, obviously leaving something in the bank hopefully, but you know I'm like, we'll go and then buy some more cattle. That sort of really is the plan today. It's a spend the money day, ha ha ha, but it'll all be worth it. Also look into how much an extra manure heap is, because we were supplying the straw, which we have to because it's just the right thing to do, but we'll want the manure off of them as well. The buying the land around the map, although it's 4,500,000 I think to 500,000, something like that, I'm going to go with that. I think it's going to be on my next big move. As I said in previous episode, I think the previous episode, what I would like to do, I should have gone straight on there, shouldn't I? think what I would like to do is put an oil, I have gone the wrong way I think, yes. yeah, I would like to do some oil work with the canola, and especially now we've got the sunflowers here. So somewhere to put a production. I don't want to delete any of the productions off the map. I don't even know if we can, but if we can, I don't want to, because that's what comes with the map, and we might need one of them at some point. Things are always changing, so we'll try and, if we buy the land around the map, we'll try and find somewhere flattish as we can and put up a production chain, possibly even a dairy. I don't want it on the farm. The farm's unlevel, and I don't like production chains on the farm. It just ruins it for me. Okay, let's take these. I'm not sure exactly where they go in. Hey, look at them in there. Well, they must be quite heavy. They haven't moved at all. It's starting to fill the place up now with animals. This is good. We're just missing chickens, really. We did get a comment a little while back, I don't know if I mentioned it, about doing beehives around the canola field. The only reason I'm not feeling that is every free harvest, I suppose, I like to change up what's in the field, so it's not always going to be a canola in a field. I don't know how close they have to be to a field, or the bees, but so how does this work? Whoa, that nearly hit me right in the face there. Move to husbandry, 6. It's the trailer empty, and we better get, well, we can't shut this gate, so we need to get, we'll make TMR. We'll get this one closed, if it will close. There we go. Just check up the top here. Yeah, I was hoping to go with something bigger, but maybe I just don't think it's worth it with, as we're selling them for what they are rather than what they produce. They will get slurry from them, but and manure, but you know, there's no milk, so I think buy them young. Moving on to, and now we've had the update, apparently this silage pit, the clamp here, works. So if we can get a forage wagon at some point, I think it'd be nice to have, still use our bales for our bale wrapping, and bale wrap, but also have some loose as well. Just want to use everything we can here. Bring the place alive. Okay, so we pull this out the way. Actually, I will just put this in the clamp for now. Yeah, I'm a bit buzzing today, trying to get everything done. But no field work really today. I believe we need to possibly use herbicide in the sunflower field and look at the lime in the field. So there is field work to do, but there's no drilling or anything like that. I don't think this is going to go under here, is it? No. Okay, we'll pop this back on here. And just back in. Get all switched off. We'll grab the deer. Deer, yes, deer. Yeah, we'll just quickly get a mix made up These guys in here are happy that this barn is full up with TMR. We do need to get them the straw blower though. Loader's looking beautiful. So I don't want it here because if we go over the trigger with the bales, they'll go straight back in. Oh, maybe I didn't fuel up the John Deere. Anyway, we need that on. And then go and grab some bales. Yeah, we might have to use another one of these manure heaps that we placed on the other cow barn. I did move all the silage bales that are outside here back into the shed just to tidy things up really. So always go the wrong way. Hay. Let's have 4 and silage. We'll go for 4 as well. So I think last time we managed to get 3 of these to 2 hay, something like that. Hopefully it's not too much. Let's just zoom out a bit there. Zoom out and boom out. Oh, I should have unwrapped them. That was naughty of me. And we'll grab 2. Just move this other bale out of the way. Sorry about the camera work there. 2 of the hay. Put up my forks a little bit wider. Hopefully, right, it's mixed ration. Look at that, perfect, excellent. Okay, so it's 3 to 2 because we don't. I don't add straw. I use it for bedding. Keeps it simple. Okay, we can leave all this here for now. The most important thing is they get their food. Let's just see what they're like at the moment. So yeah, they're quite slow. Get this tie over, we can leave it here without running over any cows' heads. Oh great, well that's fantastic. Excellent. Okay, so that's that done. I would like to go and get a straw blower. Let's go for that. Yes, what I was trying to say before was an oil mill, I believe it is, for the canola and the sunflowers. Or certainly for the sunflowers at the moment. Might keep the canola for the pigs, but once we progress to bigger fields, we can start having canola oil as well. So I think buying the land around the map will help out with that. I mean, I'm not sure what you get when you buy the whole land. I mean, if we can get, and I said I don't want to delete things, but well, we don't own that yet. So, but if we can delete all this and put an oil mill here or something like that around the map, then I'm all for that, because it's just, I mean, there's trees growing in there. You know, it could be cut back and re-sorted out, but this building on the left here would be a shame because it's quite nice. We might as well make use of the space. It's one of them hedges. Doesn't look like I washed the John Deere. Yes, my plans down at the sheep pasture today and the sheep pen is going to sort quite a few problems out. Not problems, make life easier and just run better. And we might be able to sell some stuff that we own, which might just pay for the whole project itself. So it might just be a win-win. I'm not sure. That's why we're going to get the straw blower first, because that is absolutely necessary. We absolutely have to have it, being that we can't use the mixer spread straw in the beef barn. Okay. Always takes ages to turn around. So we could get this one, but it's a lot smaller. I've used it before. I'm not a massive fan of it. Don't know if I've used this, but for the extra bit of money, yes. What is that? That's 2 bales. Oh, they're both 2 bales. Okay. Well, I prefer this, I think. So let's get that. And it seems like a big outlay, but it's been a long time coming that we've needed that. I was waiting for the update to see if we could use our mixer, our TMR mixer, to spread the straw in there, but it doesn't work, so it still doesn't work. So we must have this. Let's go and give those baby cows, let's go and give them some bedding. Okay, we're back. So let's grab some bales. Now it says 2, but I wonder if we can get 3 in there. Yeah, we'll try and be a bit cheeky and get a couple of extra, 1 extra in there. I believe it said 2 anyway. Oh, I suppose it'll just lift, but it'll go in better with 2, wouldn't it? I have seen a mod, I'm not sure how long it's been out, where you can have a camera on your telehandler forks or on whatever implement you put on the telehandler. It might be something worth looking into. Yeah, 2 looks safe, doesn't it? Right, let's find out where we put this. I'm assuming where we put the food, but I might blow it over into the bedding area. might be facing the wrong way though. We'll have a go. Hey, finally we've got the trigger for the straw. That has been, if anyone's watched this series, a long time coming. It's the little wins. It's another reason I got the other two little fellas out of here. It just seemed cruel. I know it's a game, but it's nonetheless. So, well, other enclosures running on straw as well. Okay, well, this cow barn doesn't seem to be accepting any more straw. I don't know why, but I'll have a play around with that off camera. What we will do is just pop in here and give these guys some more. I can always come back to this and get this finished up. Unfortunately, it looked like we blew some straw into the TMR mixer and made forage. I thought it looked like it was going in the cow barn, and I think it might have been at some point, but I moved a little bit. And I think it's now, well, it has now made forage. It shouldn't be too bad though. I'll just empty a bit out and top it up with whatever it needs, if we need silage or hay. But these guys are getting their bedding. We're gonna head. Oh yeah, they're all good. I think they're full. They are. I'll just try and give one more pass. I'm sure we've done this from outside before. I'm sure you don't have to go in there. Or did you? No, I don't think so. Oh, but of course I usually give it to him with the forage wagon. We have to get a bucket in there and pick that up. I hope we have a bucket. Yeah, I'm not getting the trigger. Oh, is it worth just trying now? And we'll just drive through. Sorry, cows. Well, that's weird. Is that putting it outside? Well, I'm not sure. Before I make any more mistakes, I'm just going to back this out of here. Otherwise, I'm going to have a huge mess to come and clear up. And I'll have a go off camera. Oh, that's just gone straight into the stalls there. Well, that was a little bit of a disaster, to say the least. It always happens on camera, doesn't it? Close. Okay, well, we need to take the animal transport trailer and the herdsman stick over to the sheep enclosure. So hopefully, if I open up the trailer here, I'll be able to put the herdsman stick into the trailer to transport it. Here's hoping. If I can get it out of here. Kept it in my trusty stillage. Right, let's pop that in there. Maybe a little further in. With a little bit of luck, it'll stay in there. And we'll head over to the sheep enclosure to get done what I mostly wanted to get done today, but I've just looked at the time, so I'm rushing. Now we might not be able to complete everything I want to do up here today, as far as maybe selling some animals and buying some animals. I want to make a new enclosure, and the problem with the new enclosure is I can fit loads of sheep or goats in it, and I want to get some goats. But the spawn point is rather small. That would mean coming back more days a week to move the pallets, or we'd lose wool, or we'd lose the goat's milk, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to do there. We could make 2 different separate pastures, or we keep this barn to the right of us. Let's get these things turned off, and we put our goats in there and keep our sheep as they are. Any lambs that come through, we can sell straight off as lambs, given that we'll have more space for animals than we have now. Now this barn, I did want to delete it, and you can, but unfortunately, yeah, I wanted to delete this and put up a shed. I downloaded a nice shed mod to store the grass bales or the hay bales, but I can't get rid of this rubbish, and the shed falls short of most of it, so you have things sort of just end up hanging. I did have a little look first, yeah, and the shovel would be leaning against nothing, and you can, yeah, I could still put the shed here and pick up some of this for it to lean on, but I can only adjust it so much, and it still isn't long enough. I've looked at other sheds as well, where they're far more expensive, and we just don't need anything that big. So I think we'll keep this and utilise this, although I would have liked to get rid of it, but we'll just get some goats in here. I think these sheep will move over to our new pasture. So what we need to do first is construct the pasture. So we go into construction and animals, sheep, and we're going to be using this mod. Now you can have it, I think, oh no, they both do, no, this one doesn't do water. This one, let's have a look. Yeah, so we're going to go for the auto water, the same as we've got in the barn next door, or in the enclosure, sorry. Well, that will mean we can remove our water tower, and we can take our water tanker back up to the main farm. That means we have 2 tankers up there, which would be ideal, seeing as we need water for the greenhouse and for the pigs, and we can use the other one for the milk. So that gets rid of that. And yes, we can cut all this grass then without any sheep in it. They'll all be in here, but they'll look free to roam rather than having another enclosure. So I think that's the way to go. So we're going to do that. Now, placing this, it'd be nice to keep this, you know, the spawn point nice and local where we've had it before. Let's just go in here. It's a bit hard to see. Let's try and do this for any sheep walking the way. So we go just there. Do you want to customize the fence for the sheep? Yes, because otherwise we won't get many in here. Now, obviously, there's not going to be any fences, but I'm not going to go all the way out there because we need to get rid of the concrete there and do some work there. But let's go quite big. Now, this is cheaper than buying a field, I think, being that we have the field to the left of us there to cut for the grass for them. How close can we get into here? I still want to see them roaming. Because it's lovely how it is, but I just think it can work better. So let's try and avoid that tree. And then back to the post, and hopefully it connects. Do you want to put a sheep pasture in? I actually don't, because then we're going to have this is real grass in here all around the surrounding area. I think it'll look a bit odd. So I know it would benefit us having the pasture because it will feed them as well. But I'm not too worried about that. Aesthetics plays a role here as well for me. So we're going to say no to that. And there we have it. All we got to do now is move our sheep with the herdsman stick. We need to herd them into this enclosure. So let's jump out of there and go grab the herdsman stick. This will be nice. Our sheep will all be in one area. Let's pull the tractor forward and open the doors. And there's the herdsman stick in there. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Well, I did bring the trailer over because I wanted to sell some sheep. Let's get these first. But I don't know if I'm going to be doing that now. Right, so yes, and all of them please move the trailer, which is the herdsman stick. So they're out of there. Brilliant. We can leave all the food and bedding in there, although I think it provides its own bedding for the goats when we get them, probably next episode. We don't want to put them in here. We want to put them in here. Select all of them. Move to husbandry. Thank you. And now we're going to move over to this pasture, which is the main pasture here, which I want to move them from. Select. Yes. And then select and yes. Should be all of them out of there. And then into here. Now this is to gain a field, and it's a cheaper way of doing it. Oh. Well, I believe it's a cheaper way of doing it. Well, I just think this will be better. So just make sure there's nothing left in here. Okay, that's good. So we take the herdsman stick back, put it back in here. Lovely. And then, well, what we'll do is we'll probably go and pick up some goats next time in our transport trailer there. And then we need to fly up. So I'm just walking my way through this. It was a last minute plan before making the episode. So, and it hasn't all gone well because I couldn't remove the shed. But anyway, all the best laid plans. Let's sell that. See, we're already making some money back here. And then we can sell the pasture. I am assuming we get to still keep the land. Oh, what do we? I would have thought so. Yep, so that's all gone. So providing we still got the land, we can do a little bit of work here, sort this out, move the bales out of here. This can go back up to the main farm, and that means this can all be cut now. We still have the fence, but that's fine. And these sheep should all be within the boundary. And they've still, as you can see, they've still got plenty of room there. Absolutely plenty of room. It just gives us this whole side rather than buying a field of that size. Let's just make sure I haven't messed up here. Farmland. It looks like we still own it. I'm just going to click on it, find out, make sure. Yeah, we still own it. So we can cut all that now, and the sheep are over here, which I think is so much better and much tidier. Yeah, so that'll be it for this episode. I think we've done quite a bit. Next time, goats, more beef cattle. I will go and try and sort out the forage that I made and the straw that's not working with the straw blower, and see if I can get that sorted out off camera. And yeah, we'll see you next time for another episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.